it was a good game, Claro, and like what Udom Sok said, she loves the Philippine food.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
It's great, of course, the conversations we've been having with the players right after the game.
Hindi
It's
aabot
fresh
ang
from wins,
data.
so we get to talk.
Nice!
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Six, Elisa Villamor. And 13, Yancho Chuito. Once again, give it up for New Zealand Creamery. Their opponents, Uratex Dream, jersey number 11, K. Pingoy. 3, Samantha Harada. 13, April Bernardino. And 6, Renzu Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Uratex Dream.
Here we go, game 2 of Pool B. We've got Uratex Dream and New Zealand Creamery. So these two teams are Filipino, right, Claudia?
Yes, that's right. Even though the, New Zealand Creamery is named like New Zealand Creamery, they are from the local team, but they do have, I guess, what we call maybe, I can't say FSA, claro. I could just say import. These
That's
two
right.
teams have imports. One for New Zealand Creamery, it is Fina Duwala, and for Uratex Dream, it's Renzo Lee. And if you watch the Manila 3x3 Season 2, it is a comeback for Lee.
And actually, with their introductions, or even earlier in the opening ceremonies, Uratex Dream getting one of the loudest cheers. So, crowd favorite label here for them already. But with this closely knit community when it comes to women's basketball, these players know each other very well. So it's going to be their first game in this tournament, but expectations are high. Similar to the other games, they're going to try to lock the other down already.
That's right.
And Duwala and Rinzu, that's a matchup that we are
Yes.
looking forward to. They might spell the difference here. The rebound got to go to Duwala. Snow, this is her shot. She is an all-around player when you talk about Snow.
Phil Bernardino from the long two-point shot. Doesn't make it. Duwala taking it strong to Sam Harada. Sam takes a rebound. Has to check it out. They have to check it out. Sam to Lee. A bit too strong for Sam. Sam.
Intentions good, of course, as they want to start this one strong, respectively.
We would like to say thank you to BDO. BDO, we find ways.
As Torres went for the drive but got rejected. Tried to use her first step, but it will still stay with them, though. When we talk about these players, of course, we've got K. Pingol, number 58 in the world, but number 1 in the Philippines.
Yes.
As Snow bangs bodies down low. She's still getting warmed up in this game, though. Well, hustling. Got it to Torres. They have the connection from playing
Yes.
together in DLSU.
That is correct.
That's the key here for New Zealand Creamery with their players. Peñaranda, Torres from LaSalle, and then Villamor is from Ateneo. Tuala with connections also with LaSalle. As Snow gets it, corner jumper, almost falls. That's gotta hurt when it goes halfway in and then out all of a sudden.
Yeah. Still no score for the two teams, but as soon as I say that, here's Pingo with the layup. It is 1 Uratex Dream, New Zealand Creamery 0.
There's an air ball here fired. And then with the drive earlier of Kay Pingol, you could see she was looking at Afro Bernardino, establishing the eye contact, distracting their opponents. They're starting for the layup.
Who are they? I think it's for Kalai or Villamor. Oh, Harada missing the gimme.
Rejected by the backboard.
Rejected. But he says, oh, that's okay. I'm going to make the 2.
Hustle points. Getting it, turn your trash into cash. And Peñaranda still can't get it to go though.
Oh!
There you go. So for Snow to make it, you have to hit her down low. Kailangan may foul.
Kailangan may foul. Here you go. You could see the replay. Snow with a rebound against 2 Uratex Dream players.
And then with her height and skill set, Snow Peñaranda is a difficult player to stop.
And we would like to say thank you to Blue. Get your everyday boost up with Blue.
And with that, New Zealand Creamery has 1 point on the board thanks to Snow earlier. And Uratex Dream leads 3-1. Pingol. Stolen by Douala. What a scramble. Our 2 players getting tangled in the paint. And Villamor lost her dribble for a moment. And then changes now. It is Pingol who will head to the bench. And then Renzu is back in. Look at that matchup again between Douala and Renzu Lee. And Douala from Cameroon, Renzu from China. And just with that, Uratex Dream forces a shot clock violation. And quick changes, 1 possession, Kay Pingol sits, and it's back in right away. That rest was only 30 seconds.
All right. Renzu to Afril. Afril gives it back to Lee. Lee for 2. No, but Afril gets a rebound. No look pass to Lee. It's amazing how Lee knew that Afril was going to give her that pass.
Now you can tell they've been training together a lot, and then the chemistry. Don't need to talk, but you have the connection already, right?
That's right. Afril knew that Lee was going to drive in, and Afril just said, I'm going to pass it to you.
And Lee also knowing if I cut in here or slash in, Afril can give it.
That's right.
That's why there's a free throw.
It is now a 3-point lead in favor of Uratex Dream over New Zealand Creamery with 7 minutes and 19 seconds remaining on the game. Villamor grabs Kate Pinger, her former teammate.
Knowing one another right there, right?
Yeah. A little side note for Kalai, for Eliza Villamor. She is taking her law degree. She shouldn't be a lawyer, or if I'm not mistaken, she is a lawyer. I'll get that confirmation later. Snow against Afril. Afril takes the block. Afril takes it out, gives it to Sam. Sam takes it strong to the rack.
I got a flashback right there, just seeing Afril and Snow Peñaranda going at it.
That's
Used to play
right.
against each other in college. Nice, they're still hooping now.
That's right. They played. They were teammates.
They were opponents actually.
Oh yes, NU and
And
LaSalle.
LaSalle.
Yes. Here's Sam. Sam taking strong. Villamor didn't even take the defense there. She saw Sam coming in. I'm scared of you. I'm gonna let you go through.
Cutting your losses.
Yes. She knew she's a lawyer. That's why.
Oh, that's right.
Last 10 seconds. Easy naman.
Stay cool in the heat of the game with the Rexona Ice Cool.
Clutch 3. Parang si Idol, the coolest of all time.
And back to the ball game right here. Both teams regrouping after that timeout. And it's the Uratex Dream with this 4-point lead over New Zealand Creamery. But these are 2 Filipino teams going at it. They have their foreign reinforcements also. Afril taking it. Couldn't make it though. Douala got the rebound. It's with Ameng. She'll drive. Help defense though. Douala almost got to clean up. And right before they could secure this loose ball, We've got a foul. And Uratex Dream getting their 4th foul already here in this game. And who will join the win column in Group B? Because Jump Shot Singapore has that win already.
Duwala to Snow. Stoke takes a fake. Drives it. Oh, she passes it to no one. Miscommunication there between Snow and Duwala.
That would have been a highlight play if they got to connect for sure. But again, no coaches, right? It's just the players who will have to handle things themselves. Well, they've gotten all their instructions, of course, right before the game. As Pingo will take it, and it's good. There you go, of course. Number 58 in the world. Number 1 in the Philippines. Give her space. She's going to make you pay. Follow through 1 point for K Pingol.
And the possession remains with the Uratex Dream. Uratex K against Villamor. Lee gets a foul of Duwala.
But when we assess this situation, New Zealand Creamery has to get a bucket soon, or this game is going to get out of hand.
Yes. They're going to that that screen of Lee and Pingol using that screen. They've been doing that 3 times already in this game. In the background, you can see Kat Kimpo. You know, again, she may be the coach of Uratex Dream, but she cannot coach. The trick there is she can shout instructions so long as the players do not look at her.
Of course, they know their ins and outs of the game already. As this pass came off a defender.
Good intentions, no claro. Good intentions. There is a 1-2 punch between Bernardino and Lee, huh?
Seems like that's what they are going for. And they have someone like Pingol. I'm sure Pingol can easily just slot in and also connect with Lee. This is the matchup we're talking about. As Snow takes it, only off the backboard because of the shot clock running out. And it's Afril. And Uratex just flowing. They wanted a carry, right?
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a carry there, huh? The referees missed that.
Or like to think great line where it's almost but not
Oh
quite.
my goodness!
Number 1 player in the country for a reason.
And here's the replay. We can see it again. She even did a turnaround. Boom. Huh? That was good.
Highlight play already. And it's good here for K.
Bingo.
Uratex Dream. There's a reason why they got the loudest cheers in the opening ceremony.
Unfortunately, she missed that free throw. Ameng Torres. Ameng, against all Lee's hands, shoots that point. Ooh, again, miscommunication between Pingol and Lee. Lee says, sorry, I should have rolled down. Yes, that's my fault. That's my fault. Yeah. And Sam Harada speaking to Lee says, just roll and you'll get the ball.
Well, they've practiced that for sure, right?
Here's the Uratex T-by moment of the game given to you by Amang Torres.
And quickly, Harada gets that. Almost a give and go with the way it was so quick. And then just before they could get going once more, it's a foul that's committed on the floor. But despite of teams fouling one another, they're still able to regain momentum or carry on the momentum that they've established. Strong move though, couldn't go. Too strong from Duwala. Afril hitting it down low. Harada again. Now Harada just slipping by and then getting those buckets in the paint. Ameng pulls up. And Duwala got swiped from
from the
behind.
back, yes. Good defense by Afril. Pingol with a 2-point shot, and it is in. Now, there's a reason why she's number 1.
There's a reason why, and I'm not so sure if it's the right thing. That I'm not surprised anymore. Look what K Pingol's going. We've been spoiled here with the great play of K Pingol.
Here it is. And she just watches it. She knew that it was going in. So that's going to go in.
And that's despite her follow-through getting hampered by the defender. Sometimes you feel the shot gets changed even after the release.
Yes.
Because they hit your follow-through. Well, 4:14 on the clock. And this is a mountain to climb, right? If you
Yes.
are New Zealand Creamery. You'll need 5 two-pointers just to trim this lead and get within 1.
Uh-huh.
Well, if they just heat up, though, of course.
Horns. He got the horns here. Ameng is using the Walla screen, but gets a block from Harada. Harada to lead. Back to Harada. Harada for 2. And it is 15-2 in favor of Uratex Dream. Ameng takes it inside, gives it to Snow. Snow is back down. April. You call that
The dream shake.
the dream shake. There you go.
And there you go. Not every day Snow gets an easy bucket, of course, with this intensity, as there's an air ball fired. Because you see that Snow has the height advantage versus April. Well, April just has the peskiness. She got a dog in her and gets the stop despite of facing much bigger opponents. And with that, a valuable timeout called on the floor.
And thank you to Wilson, one of our sponsors for this Manila Hustle 3x3. Wilson is the official ball of FIBA 3x3, available in all Tobii Sports stores and Olympic stores nationwide, as well as BDO We Find Ways. And Blue. Get your everyday boost up with Blue.
See, there you go. That's proof that the bank is going to open sometime in this tournament. I'm expecting the
We're
bank to
waiting
open.
for it now. You're waiting for it, Claro.
In the morning session, I am expecting it.
Snow backing down Lee. Lee gets the rebound.
Lee doing her job just by being there in the paint. She knows her role well.
A bit of a strong pass by Lee.
As you saw, there was the slash down low for Uratex. And then there was the curl also outside. Pick your poison for the defense.
Yeah. Point 1. What are they going to do with the point 1 shot clock? Ooh! Oh, is that in?
I think our referee's saying it's
no.
no good.
Oh,
I believe when you judge things from analytics, you need about 0.7 to get
all right.
a catch and shoot to go.
Not point 4?
Not 0.4, I believe.
Not
They
point
did
four.
confirm that actually.
Oh,
It's
okay.
about 0.7.
All right. Oh, man, what is she going to do? Up, she's stuck. Up, she turns. No traveling called, huh?
Pingol just putting her hands up, clean on his D. April,
Ooh!
Pingol. And new
Smart
connection.
move.
I think she was going for the Pinoy step there. That's why she got fouled. Defense took the bait.
She's a bit tricky. You don't know if she's going to take the 2-point shot. You know, she fakes you. When she fakes, she could still take the 2. But then again, she could drive, like what she did there.
And that's why it's so hard to commentate it in a good way. What you gonna do? We have to wait for the ball to go through the hoop to call what Pingol is going to do. Because even we're guessing,
Yes.
and for sure the defense is guessing, this is the only thing you can't guess.
Yes.
A free throw.
That's right. And you can see Kat really screaming out instructions again. Coaches cannot give instructions in the court, but they could shout it so long as the players do not look at her. And, oh my goodness! And again, and there's a bit of frustration in the face of Douala. Snow for 2.
Well, I think that's the game in a nutshell for New Zealand,
Yeah.
sadly, right? Things not going, but they're putting in the work. Not often you say they get to stop versus Pingol because she's been on. The Snow's gonna take Harada. Snow taking it right.
It is just bad luck for New Zealand Creamery. Lee, Harada, and oh! Miscommunication again. That's the 3rd time that happened with Uratex Dream. I don't know what Kat Kipo will be telling them after this game, but you can see here, assist of the game brought to you by SBP, April Bernardino to Sam Harada.
And because if Uratex Dream does seal the win, I'm sure Coach Kat's still not going to be happy because of that.
Though those miscommunication.
Yes,
Yes.
teams not being on the same page here and
Uh-huh.
there. But in fairness, of course, to Uratex Dream, despite of seeing that, we did see them connect a number of times. Not just that assist from Toharada earlier, but a number of plays. That's why they lead 16-3 and about 2 minutes remaining. Ameng gets it going now.
Arada trying to go against Duwala's wall of defense. April gets the rebound. Ooh, physical. It gets physical. I hope. Oh, Sam is down. Up, nope, she's not.
But remember, the wear and tear will really take its toll on players because
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow is the knockout stages, and then today teams will be playing 3 games each. But let's say if you are playing in the morning session, you're in Pool A, Pool B, you have the afternoon to rest
Yes,
already.
that's
and then we
correct.
resume tomorrow late in the morning, right?
That's correct.
Here at the Music Hall of Mall of Asia.
Amang Torres, the smallest player in the court, gets a rebound. Torres, step back, 2!
And Torres has scored their last 3 points, but it might be too little, too late because
yeah.
it's 16-6, right? But
never know.
Ameng Torres got herself going.
There you go. You can see the pass, but missed shot by April.
Duwala, the mismatch versus Afril.
Ooh, bad clear pass by April.
You can do that.
Yes.
That's why they did it.
Ooh, Amang Torres again for 2.
And that is 5 straight points by my
yes.
count. Ameng getting her engines going.
Oh, there you go, that give and go. Harada takes it long.
I was going to say that was a potential dagger.
Uh-huh. Oh, good pass. Ooh. Too strong for Duwala, and she's shaking her head. She knows that she needs to make those shots.
They have to be frustrated because they make those in practice. They make those in the warm-up near the court at the back, right?
That's right. Kalai sizing up Kapingol, her former teammate. Big pick by Duwala. Teardrop, teardrop.
And let's remember that Villamor is a sharp shooter, right?
Uh-huh,
And it
yes.
has that smooth touch when you let her take it to the rack. But it's 22 ticks on the clock. Do you think it's desperation time for New Zealand Creamery? That's why there's a timeout, right? It's not safe here for either team. 16-10, Uratex Dream leads New Zealand Creamery Philippines. And here's a look at our highlights. The smart powered up plays. There's just so many to choose from, right? Everything can pass off as powered up plays. That's why there's so many here. Ameng got chugging, as we've said. Heat check, pass the vibe. Now 5 straight points by my count for Ameng Torres.
It's still two minutes left, 6-point lead. That's 3 2-point shots. And just like that, it is a travel violation by Ameng.
Turnovers, I got hurt because it's virtually an unforced error. It's a gift to your opponents. And then it's with Pingol. Actually, you want to have the ball with Pingol or April in late stages like this. So teams exchanging stops, you could say. The travel and then the offensive foul. So a lucky break if you're New Zealand Creamery because it will go out to them now.
Yes.
They get the possession back. So now it's about using this opportunity.
That's a heat check right there. Bingo, free from the side, 2-point shot. And it is an 18-10 lead.
Game, set, match already there.
That's it.
Now we do not say Uratex Dream was in the driver's seat, but they had to fend off that run from New Zealand Creamery. It was too little too late though in this game. And Uratex Dream also gets into the win column and joins Jump Shot Singapore right here in Pool B.
I believe they're the first local to win.
That's right.
Yeah, in the first 4 games. We got
It was earlier, there was Gilas Women U23 who did fall to Dynaman Hansel
Yes.
in Pool A, and then Army Altama got that tough game versus Cross D. As we are just sorting things out on the ground, as we'll have our player of the game interview in a bit. No surprise for guessing, as we'll take it over there to on the ground with Jerry.
We're done with our first Filipino to Filipino showdown, and our winner for the matchup is Kay Pingo from Uratex Dream. Firstly, congratulations. Kwentuhan mo naman kami. What were your reminders in the huddle to keep the momentum going?
Sinabi ko lang sa kanila na mag-enjoy lang sa game kasi nga wala lang kami sa control sa last 2 minutes na games. So sabi ko mag-enjoy lang tayo and maglaro ng as a team.
So that was a very good first game. So ano pa yung gusto mong makita in the next game?
Siguro yung chemistry namin and yung laro talaga namin kasi kanina medyo tentative pa yung laro namin. So siguro expect pa namin na ilaro pa namin yung ano talaga yung laro namin.
Very well said. Once again, congratulations. Please receive this gift pack from Manila Hustle's official hydration partner, Blue. Thank you. Sending it back to the panel.
All right, so there is a interview by Jerry from our best player of the game, Kay Pingo. Again, thank you so much for watching Manila Hustle 3x3. Up next will be